Good morning, diamonds and beams. I'm a little stuffy. But anyways, as you can tell from the title down below, I have a little story. And this is the most realistic shit I've dealt with, been through, you name it. Okay? So, stay tuned. Alright, so let's just jump right into it, because there's nothing I hate more than, stalling during story times on YouTube. Okay, so you read the title right. I have had my fair share of dealing with men who are into drug dealing, crime activity. I'm just attracted to the bad boys. I've never dated a good guy. Never. I've dated mobsters, I've dated gang members. I've lived and seen everything, okay? Alright, so this story is basically about what I went through dealing with drug dealers. And addicts, too. What happened was, I was dating this guy, and I didn't know he was into drugs, okay? I didn't know that. And why am I so close to the wall? Okay. Alright. I didn't know he was, into drugs and everything until one day. So this guy and I were dating. He hid it from me for, the longest time. And then he finally came clean about it. How I reacted was in shock. But I kind of knew something was up with him, because he would keep going back and forth to the bathroom, every hour or 15 minutes, whatever. And then this guy that I was seeing, one day it got really bad. The arguments started, we got into huge fights. I left for a couple days, and I didn't know what to do. And also the fact that he had put his hands on me, okay? So that wasn't cool. Then I get this call, and that call was basically my father. And my father came down, and he was like, alright, we gotta go. So my father came and basically to the rescue to me. Alright? He saw this huge mark on my arm because he knew the bruise was from him. And he asked if it was the guy I was seeing at that time. I was like, yes. And I've never seen my father that livid before, so he was ready to kill. And then my family got involved with it because, my brother got involved with it. So my brother saw the bruises. He wasn't too happy. And my friends saw the bruises, even though I was trying to cover it up and like hide it with sweaters and everything. And both my brother and my best friend, they were ready to strike. So they both went up, and I didn't know about this until my best friend got into a fight with him, okay? So they got into a fight. Obviously he won. My best friend won. And then me and that guy had broken up. Okay? I thought that was the end of it. It wasn't. Then he came back. I was stupid enough to just meet up with him one day. And then all of a sudden, he cracked 2 40s over my head and punched the wall that I was standing at. And that was the most scariest thing I've ever dealt with. And right then and there, I knew it was over. I told him it was over. Then there was another situation that I had gotten into. And this situation had kind of gotten out of, So, this was like the 3rd drug deal that I have dealt with. 3rd or 4th. I can't remember. I lost count. So, after that, I started seeing this one guy, same situation, kind of. And what I mean by kind of is he would hide the fact that he did the drugs. And he would change. He would start, smashing the pills. He would start sniffing them. His whole demeanor would change. I didn't like that. So, one day we got into a huge argument. And once we got into that argument, I couldn't deal with it at all. I wanted to leave, but part of me wanted to stay because I felt bad for him and he didn't have anybody else in his life other than me. So I was debating on whether or not I should leave this man. So I came up with a plan, and that plan was just to basically pack my shit and leave. And then I called my friend up, the same friend who beat that guy who left the bruise on my arm. And we had this plan, okay? And this plan was to just basically, we were waiting for the perfect moment, and in the back of my mind, I was like, I'm gonna do this. I am so gonna do this. I am so ready to leave. So, this man that had the addiction and was snorting the pills was giving me motivation. Every time he would say something out of line, that would just give me more motivation to just fucking leave. Pack my shit and fucking boot it. So I finally did. He did something, and when he did that, I was like, yes, it's time. So I call my friend up. He comes, picks me up, picks my shit up, And that's basically what happened. So that is basically all the stories that I've had dealing with drug addiction, addicts, you name it. I've dealt with it all. I've dealt with domestic disputes. I've been physically abused. And I know I needed help at that time, but I'm glad that the people that did help me helped me. So that's basically it. If you enjoyed the story time, don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. Also, thumbs up this video. And if you want to hear more story times, let me know in the comment section down below. Alright, I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Kisses from the missus. And don't forget to keep shining bright like the diamonds and the beams that you are. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Bye, guys.